What's up guys, it's Greg back with another AAR video today. This one is kind of long overdue, but now that everything's sort of settled down, I'm back home resting. I just wanted to take some time to go over my matches that happened at OSSU Games 6 in Nagoya, Japan a week or two ago. So just gonna pull up the videos here. And yeah, first round in the, and by the way, I competed in the right hand pro S class under 85 kilo category. How it works in Japan is that there are different tiers of like novice and pro and stuff like that, but they break it down even more. So it's like different letter grades for the classes. There's like an A class pro, S class pro, like A class novice, and so on. But yeah, S class pro is basically the open category, if you will. It's basically where all the best guys are at. And first round in my tournament bracket was against this man named Yoichiro Urakami. And leading up to this tournament, I tried to look into him a little bit. Didn't quite know who he was. Heard some friends, some people say that he was really good. But it was only before this match that I found out that he was actually the reigning 78 kilo champion in Japan, across all of their federations. So Japan has like 5 different arm wrestling federations. Some are affiliated with IFA, some with WAF and everything. And this guy's the undisputed champion at that weight, like the 75 kilo plus weight category. Yeah, so I was very nervous in the setup. Before the match, I was telling my teammates how nervous I was for this match, and wasn't really happy with the setup. You can see I was started a little bit supinated, so Yoichiro managed to have some sort of supination, a little bit of cup over there. I was trying to tell the ref to get our arms rotated straight, but as I was talking to the ref, he said go, and I wasn't quite prepared for the hit, so I didn't even really put any resistance to that. That being said, even if I were to have gotten a good start, I don't think I would have beaten this guy on that day. I think even if I had a good start, it would have panned out something similar to my matches versus Red Downward back at UAC 2. It would have been a slight battle in the middle, slightly going to Yoichiro's side before his superior hand and rising overpowers me. So I don't think it would have been as one-sided if I had a good start, but yeah, kudos to this guy, super strong. Hope to get another shot at him in the future. And then round 2, straight away down to the losers bracket in the first round. Doesn't feel good, but right here I was super nervous, because if I were to just go 0-2 and out, that would have been super embarrassing, very sad. Would have been a disappointment to all the people who supported me to get to Japan. This guy was super big, big arms, but thankfully I managed to execute my style well and get the flash pin on him. Round 3, losers bracket in against Yamaguchi Yusaku. So some of you guys who've watched my videos may remember this guy from my earlier videos, from back when I was in Tokyo training with the Tokyo team. And this guy, he beat me multiple times during the training matches. And he has a very similar style to me, just that his arm is a little bit shorter, so he's able to set up with a higher post. But over here, as you can see, both agreed to the strap. We're both strap pullers, but I had the superior pronation and managed to get the flash pin on him. So yeah, very fortunate for me. Next round versus this guy. All of them, by the way, all of them had like huge arms, very thick hands compared to me. So pretty much every round, except for Yusaku in the previous round, his hand was smaller and pretty much the only one that was smaller than my hand. The other guys all had like huge thick hands, so I was always very uncomfortable in the grips. And you can see this guy trying to pin me outside of the strap. He was one of the few guys who refused to agree to the strap with me. Probably the only smart guy there. Yeah, but eventually I did manage to get this slip. Almost got pinned. I was really scared that the refs were gonna call a pin on that, but thankfully I was in a good position during the slip, and they let that go to the strap. And in the strap, it was very easy for me to have a similar pin, flash pin, as the past couple of rounds. So next up is against Hori. Hori is a pretty well-known puller in the Japanese scene in the 85 to 90 kilo class. Multiple-time medalist, top 4 in nationals. But yeah, he managed to hold me off a little bit more than the previous few guys because his biceps are actually pretty big in person. So he was holding on with his bicep even with a flopped wrist, and but I was able to pull through that. Next up, Arashi Koyanagi. He is part of the OS team, so this is his home ground tournament. Previous time, he was a 2019 silver medalist in all of Japan, and then he took a little break due to injuries over COVID time, but then he came back stronger than before as a 85 kilo puller. So previously he was a 75 kilo puller, and then he bulked up for a couple of years into the 80 plus kilo categories. Very big guy, but thankfully not strong enough wrist to stop me. And round 7, so a lot of matches in this tournament, versus Abulsaidov Alodinson from Uzbekistan. So he's an Uzbek arm wrestler who lives and works in Japan. So he's been there for many years now. Has had multiple like regional and national level medals, multiple championships, and he's even won, not won, but I think he got junior silver medalist back in Uzbekistan before. And you guys know how competitive things are in those in that region of the world. Uzbekistan, very competitive nation. Yeah, super fast guy. He got the false start in the first round, and here false start again. So 2 warnings, 1 foul. Next round, you're gonna see him release his hand before the ref calls the pin. So over here, both trying to set up high, he's trying to go for like a flash top roll kind of thing, and he let go. And yeah, the ref tells him that did not see a pin. He let go before any call was made. Alodinson over here trying to convince the ref that he actually did pin. Most of you know, like the Uzbek, the Kazakhs, they like to flash pin and run away 10 feet from the table before the ref sees anything. So that's their style, and thankfully the refs were on point here and didn't give him the win. And then over here he was being a little bit more careful. You can see that he holds on all the way, and I was able to get the slip. And in the straps, it was a night and day difference. He still got the hit on me, so that's how fast he is. But once I got to activate my power, there was nothing there. And round 8, this is the losers bracket semifinals. So fighting for 2nd and 3rd place against Ryogo Sate. Ryogo Sate is the reigning 2nd place in the 78 category, 78 kilo category in Japan. So right behind the first guy, Yoichiro. So over here, I did not catch it on video, but it was very uncomfortable in the setup because after the straps came down, he lifted his elbow like all the way across the table, took everything from me. My webbing was basically like that, covering my thumb, everything. I was basically grabbing his wrist at that point, and yeah, I just couldn't get a grip. So I tried to force it to ref's grip, but even in the ref's grip, it was very uncomfortable. The ref got my thumb. I wanted to cap my thumb, but the ref got it like very low on my nail, such that basically there was no bite on my thumb. So I wanted it up here, but the ref got it down there, so it was very easy for the fingers slip below. And as you can see, off the go, my fingers were already below the thumb and practically holding onto his wrist at that point. I managed to get a bit of a hit on him, but from that type of position, it's really hard for me to activate my pronation, and got to hold on for a little bit, but just didn't have enough strength. Our levels were too close for me to be able to pull back from that compromised position. So unfortunately took third place, but still got a medal. Very, very happy with that. Just thankful that I did not get kicked out 0 and 2. So yeah, once again, very, very grateful for everyone who donated and helped me to get to Japan. It was an amazing experience. Things could have been slightly better for my 2 matches against these 2 guys, but no matter what, I think it was a great experience, and it was a great honor to have arm wrestled both of these guys as well as the rest of the people in the category. Super strong nation of Japan. I think outside of like Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, they are probably the #1 nation in Asia, at least for the middle to lightweight categories. They are really up there. So awesome experience. See you guys in the next video.